If you've been following the SoCHiology podcast since I launched it in 2021, you will be aware of the reverse psychology sub-series, which is basically unpopular Chicago opinions from Chicago. You will also be aware of the SAT, the SoCHiology awareness test, where I quiz random Chicagoans about different questions in regards to Chicago history and culture. Well, this Black History Month, I'm introducing the ChicaGOATS sub-series. This is basically a Black Chicago history blitz that details and gives brief summaries of different Black Chicagoans that lived in our city and did great things in their respective careers and left a huge impact not on the city but on the entire world. So without further ado, let's get into it. From Harold Washington to Harold's Chicken and everything in between and beyond, this is SoCHiology. If you graduated in the 1990s, whether it was kindergarten, elementary school, junior high, high school, at some point you heard, "I Believe I Can Fly." And for many of us, that was just a song, but for this Chicago, it was a reality. The Aviator, Bessie Coleman, was born January 26, 1892. She grew up in Waxahachie, Texas, where her large family were sharecroppers. She was the 10th of 13 children. She moved to Chicago in 1915 when she was 23 years old to live with her older brothers. And while working as a manicurist at the White Sox barbershop, she overheard stories of wartime pilots that were returning home from World War I. But American flight schools didn't admit women or Black people. So the Chicago Robert Stenstack Abbott encouraged her to study abroad, which was publicized in the Chicago Defender. And he also gave her financial sponsorship, in addition with another Chicago we have yet to discuss in this series. On June 15, 1921, she became the first Black woman to receive an aviation's pilot's license from the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale Flight School in France. She became admired by Blacks and whites as she performed many air shows across the country for the next 5 years. And she had plans of opening her own flight school for Black aviators, but unfortunately, she would die in a flight accident in Jacksonville, Florida in 1926. She now rests at the Lincoln Cemetery in Blue Island, Illinois. So yes, Bessie Coleman, you believed that you could fly, and you certainly did fly. If you enjoyed this podcast, I ask for two things, and I will love you forever. Number one, please engage with us on social media. So like, share, subscribe, and comment on whatever platform you're listening to it on. And number two, please make sure you pass it on to a friend who will enjoy it as well.